Come on, Facebook. Come on, Facebook. Oh, Facebook is working and YouTube is working. Good evening, everybody. Oh, Jane, Philip, my Sunday name. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Christine. Hi, Lona. Oh, 3 demos. What am I doing to myself? Oh, let's just quickly say hello to everybody on the YouTube. So, hi, Sally Ann, Jane, Paula, Pat, another Sally Ann. That's going to confuse me. Linda, or mostly Linda, thank you. Saz, Jane, Lady M. Is that Marmalade? Lady Marmalade, Marmalade. Margaret, another Margaret, Samantha, Doreen, Audrey, Jan. Here we are. Hi, Anne. Hi, Melanie. Right, let's just take this little thing off while everybody gets here. Hi, Rose. Are you coming on Wednesday, Rose? Right, oh, back over to Facebook. Oh, there's a delay again, which is a little bit bizarre. So good evening to everybody on Facebook. Little treat tonight, 3 demos, and I've got something new to show you. Just 2 little things that I was going to show you last week, but last week there was enough newness, so I've saved these for this week. Oh, thank you, Pam. Hi, Claire, Andreen, Helen. You're coming in quickly now. Oh, I love your name, Elaine Fortune. If only, eh? If only. Right, so we've got 3 demos tonight, and I've done this mainly because I only got 4 done on TV. So these are new ones, actually. I should have used the ones I'd already got prepped. Where was my brain? Anyway, we'll save those for another demo. Yep, 3 demos. I know, it's ridiculous. And what I wanted to do was show you how easy it is to use the creative packs. Now, I need to obviously a lot of you have already started having your deliveries. So I've seen lots of samples already that people have been making, which is absolutely fabulous. I love to see what you all make. But I'm just going to, in fact, I'll say it a few times during the live, so apologies if I repeat myself. If you want any extras, you need to be really quick. I knew they were going to be popular. Oh, what's happened to my YouTube? Oh, here it is. I knew they were going to be popular, and they have been. So we are already. You can't get on Facebook. It's definitely there, Wendy. So we are already almost out of stock of the new creative packs, and I won't reorder them. Once they're gone, they are gone. Now, somebody did ask me about making them available as digital downloads, and I may or may not do that at a later date, but it certainly won't be for a while yet because it's a new product. But eventually, oh, that's going to bug me, that little white bit of gesso. But eventually I might do that so you can all top up. So it's kind of a, once you've bought the download, you've got everything, and then you can just print it as you need it. So I think it is a good idea, but not just yet. Eventually maybe, but not just yet. So 3 demos, we need to get cracking. I will show you the new thing, or the 2 new little things, very, very soon. I'm just going to wait till everybody else is here, and then we'll get started. So good evening to everybody who's just joining. 3 demos. This must be some sort of record, but they are what I call clean and simple. What I call clean and simple. Oh, that's lovely. So let's get cracking. So you can see I've got my 3 demos. I will change my glasses in a minute. I've got my 3 demos already prepped. And this is really, these are all A5 cards, which I thought would be a nice thing to do because A5 is a really standard size. So I thought, oh, I'll do 3 A5 cards and show you different layouts. Now, obviously, with the creative packs, they are designed so that you can You can use as little or as much as you like. You all know I'm not really a less is more person. Now and again, and literally I've hardly used anything from the packs on these demos. So I'm going to do them in the order that they are on my screen, on my desk, which is the sunflower one first. How do you know about that already? Jean's expecting visitors, so doubt she'll be here. All right, thanks for letting me know, Chrissy. Glasses, thank you. Right, I may as well show you the new thing because you've already found them. So let me just grab my packs. So we have 2 new Miri cards for you. Now I'll be honest with you, we've had these for ages, and I've just never had the right time to release them. So we are doing it tonight. We have got rose gold, which I will take out the packet in a minute and show you. And we have black. It's not actually black, it's more like a gunmetal, almost black. Now, I've just noticed on the description that it says the black is 270 GSM. It isn't. The black is 300. The rose gold is 270, but the black is 300. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. We've had these for ages, so... Oops. Oh, I've just bent that piece. Sorry. So if we've finally got time to release it, which is what we're doing. So I'll try not to dazzle you all. If you see the state of my hair, look. Well, I've been twirling it like this. I'll try not to dazzle you all with the screen. So rose gold, which is, well, it's very much like copper to me, but it is rose gold. And then we've got the black in the mirror card. Now, just to give you a little warning, the black, for some reason, is like that in the packs. We've tried everything. We've actually had about 12, 13 different samples, but this is the best one we've found. And I guess it's from the coating. So we've got black mirror card and we have rose gold mirror card. Yeah. And I'm just going to show you what this looks like when you use it with the new embossing folders. Are you ready for this? So this is the new beaded heart lattice on the black mirror card. How beautiful is that? It looks like stained glass. How gorgeous is that? And this is it on the copper, rose gold. It is copper to me, but it's rose gold. So that is your rose gold mirror card and the black mirror card with the beaded heart lattice embossing folder. This, look at this. I know, Mel, don't worry about it. This is the Daisy Cascade new embossing folder on the black mirror card. And this is it on the stop saying copper, Phil. It's rose gold. And that's it on the rose gold. Let's do that from a distance so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. How gorgeous is that? And then the last one is the ornate circles, again on the black mirror card and on the rose gold mirror card. How beautiful are these? Look at that. Look at this. It's just all very lush. How beautiful is this? So there you go. That's all that's new this week. You will be pleased to know because you have had a lot of new releases all in one go. So you got a little bit of a break after this. Well, till the beginning of next month. So here we go. Karen will pop the links on for you all. Hi, Linda. Oh, I love your name. One Artist Journey. That's awesome. Love that. And there you go. So That's all that's new. But I'm just going to remind you again, for everybody who's just joined us, if you want me to run through the creative packs at the end of the demo, I shall. Because they've nearly all gone. And if you want extras, you need to be super quick, everybody. Yeah, it is, Jenny. They both are. They're just both beautiful. Will you be publishing the recommended plates for the new embossing folders soon? Now, I thought they'd done that, Lynn, so apologies. In fact, I'm sure Saz has done it. I'm not at home tomorrow. I've got the cars being serviced, so I'm not at home. Lynn, send me a message tomorrow and remind me, please. It'll probably be late afternoon or evening when I get to it, but because I'm not at home tomorrow. Not the rose gold with the diamond embossing folder looks like it does actually, yeah, with the heart lattice. Right, so let's get cracking with the demos. We've got 3 to do. I love the embossing folders, absolutely love them, whether it's mirror card or whether it's just regular white card. I mean, look how beautiful the heart lattice looks, the beaded heart lattice, just in plain white card. Right, so the purpose of tonight's demo, or demos, is to show you how to get maximum use from your creative packs, because they are all stunning and they are all very low in stock, just a week after being, well, not even a week after being released. And I wanted to show you that when you start to get to the end of them, just how far you can make these kits stretch. So this is what I call clean and simple. So these are proper cards, which is a rarity, I know. So we're doing A5 cards. Thank you, Saz. Saz has done it, bless her. I knew she had. Plain white card into an A5 card blank. I'm going to give you a little tip, everybody. With the Sunflower Secrets creative pack, the blue that I found best, that works best with the papers, is our electric blue. It picks out all the darker shades of turquoise in the blue papers. And then for the green version, the Olive Grove is what I found the best. So we're just going to get this matted and lead. I've got 3 cards to do. So we're going to get on with this. I'm not inking the edge of the embossed piece. I'm leaving it plain. Oh, Karen's on with the links. Look, everybody. So these are what I call quick and easy cards. Which one, Christy? The rose gold. Linda, surely they collect the Aston for a service. You would think so, wouldn't you? But they probably do, Linda, but I really wouldn't know. Not yet. So let's just get this laid up. If you remember when we launched the creative packs last Monday evening, I said to you all, my demos are all going to be about layouts, because the content in these kits is so enormous. What I don't think you'll struggle with ideas, because there's just so much in them. What I think you will struggle with is how to put layouts together. So that is my job for this demo tonight, these demos tonight, to give you 3 different layouts, 3 new layouts that will work whichever kit you're using. So the card that I'm making now is obviously with the Sunflower Secrets, but you could quite easily do this with the Peony Whisper or with the Vintage Rust, because all the embellishments allow you that freedom, which is why I love them. Has anybody had their kits yet? Have you felt the quality of that card that it's printed on? Oh, it's amazing. And take it from somebody who's crafted for a long time. The quality is fantastic. We are really lucky with our printers. They are so good. Right, so we've now got the doodah. We've got the doodah. The embossing folder on the electric blue cardstock. Your card's being collected on Friday. I've got to take mine. Hi, Pam. Oh, Karen says I've just missed that. Karen's also got a list of the cardstock that matches the creative packs. Now, that's fabulous. Oh, thank you, Claire. Oh, I'm sure it's on its way, Karen. You made 2 cards today. That's awesome, Elaine. They just make you want to get started, don't they? Oh, thank you, Doreen. I'm just saying thank you to Doreen. Will you be doing the embosses in felt smaller? Now, Anne's just asked me on YouTube if I will be doing the embossing folders that are smaller than 8x8. Now, do you know what, Anne? I think I will introduce some smaller ones, because not everybody has a big machine. Now, I always do 8x8 because I like a big one. No puns intended. But I am very aware that not everybody has an A4 platform machine. So I will make sure I do some throughout the year. And oh, Chris, you need to look back on the demo from last Monday then. If I get time at the end of these 3 cards, I will quickly run through the creative packs, just to show you. Caroline's admired and stroked hers. Caroli got hers on Saturday. Spent all weekend cutting them out. Oh, bless you, Jean. Jean's trying her best to get me an Aston Martin, aren't you, Chuck? Yeah, I like the 8x8s, but I do think there's a place for some 7x5 ones. It's true, Carol. Hi, Alison. Oh, you are funny. Right. So let's just get this popped onto the card. Oh, dear. And you know there will be some Diamond Dazzler going around the edge of this one. I love the sunflower pack. Absolutely love it. You must... Well, you know that I love sunflowers. So let's just get this onto the card. So this is just a little A5 card, which is a nice size for posting, apparently. Not that I post many cards, but there you go. I do listen. Yeah, so the cardstock I was saying was electric blue, and the inks I found best are Salty Ocean and Squeeze Lemonade for the blue parts of the sunflower kit. Right, so here we go. I've got these, believe it or not, these are scraps. So these bits of paper that I've got here that are going to form quite an important part of the card, they're just scraps that were left over, which is absolutely bonkers. Now I am going to go around the edge. I'll do Salty Ocean. I'm going to go around the edge with the Salty Ocean, but very, very lightly. Yeah, just very lightly. So I'm literally just tapping the sponge on the edge. I don't want loads of colour or loads of ink around the edge, just a little bit. And this is quite soft and delicate. I'll put that to one side. And then this is going straight onto the card. And I am going to use glue gel for this, so that I can squash it down into the embossed part. Right, so I don't need loads. Do you know, I've never stopped today. Not that that's any difference to my normal time, but it's just gone so quickly, the time today. So, A5 card, use your scraps from the creative packs. Don't throw anything away, because you are going to use every single bit. So I'm squashing this down. I didn't use glue gel for the dimension. I used it just so that I can squidge it and move it around. Is that straight? I mean, we all know it's overrated, but there you go. And then this little piece here is also from the 8x8 pack, the paper pack that goes with the creative pack. And this is going on top. And this time I am going to use foam tape when I find it to raise this one up. So although I'm doing quick and easy, I still want it to look fabulous. I'm just going to turn this to the side because I find it easier to do this from the side. I'm just going to go, make sure that's straight. In fact, let's come across a little bit further. So that one is now raised up. So these two little bits that are forming the foundation for this card, they're scraps, which I think is really rather marvellous. Then we've got the heart here, which is one of the embellishments in the creative pack. And I've left a little white border when I was cutting this round, yeah? So I'm going to glitter that, so it doesn't matter whether it's particularly neat or not. Diamond Dazzle will cover a multitude of sins, or cutting sins, let's rephrase that. This is the only thing with the creative packs. I can't possibly do a die for every part of it, otherwise it would cost too much money. So I'm just going around the edge with the glue and then Diamond Dazzle this. So good evening to everybody who has just joined us. I've only just started the demo, so don't worry. I'm going to remind everybody, if you've had your creative packs, or even if you haven't yet, if you want top-ups, if you want extras, you need to get them really, really, really quickly, because the stock is, well, it's just flying. I knew it would. I mean, once you see these and you see the value in them, it's just ridiculous. And of course they are very beautiful. So a little bit of Diamond Dazzle along the white edge, and the reason I left the white edge is so you notice the glitter a little bit more. I mean, how pretty is that already, just from one embellishment? And there are over 300 in the sunflower kit. I can't remember exactly how many, but quite a lot. Quite a lot. Where would you be if you were my glue? Here you are. So I'm going around the white embossed piece and not the electric blue cardstock. And the reason I've done that is because the glitter on the white will it will frame, the glitter will frame everything that's going on top of it. Here we go. Oops. Oh, I nearly did. I nearly threw that glitter pot all over myself. That would be fun for you to see or hear. So the electric blue is one of those colours that you see it in the pack and you think, oh, I don't know that I like that. But you know, when you use it, it's beautiful. It's a lovely, bright, summery shade of turquoisey blue. Right, so pop that to one side, pop that to one side. And then what we've got here are some more scraps. So these are more scraps from when I was prepping my demos for TV. And this piece of electric blue is from the matting and layering, when I was doing the matting and layering. And this piece of the lemon linen paper is from when I was prepping my demos from TV, so nothing gets wasted. In fact, I'll show you my tubs in a bit so you can see. So I am now working with glue gel just because it's quicker. I would normally do this with foam tape, I've got to be honest, but I'm just trying to be a little bit quicker. And this obviously allows me to move things around if they don't go in the right place. Remind me to get a drink in a minute. So this is going about there. And again, the glue gel is just so that I can move it around, not so much for dimension. It looks pretty already before I put anything else on it. So a little tip when you start doing this. Oh, look at that, by the way. That was opening a box. The air was the same colour as this card. Blue. Little tip, do different dimensions and different widths with your borders, yeah? I need to snip a bit off that. It just adds a little bit more interest. So this one I want wider than the yellow. Yeah, perfect. And this is just going on with glue. I can't see what anybody's saying to me just yet. I will have a look in a second. I know I'm motoring through, so apologies if I'm making you dizzy. So this is 3/4 of the way up. And this is a little bit wider look than the lemon card. Stay. Just make sure that's straight, because when you see this in the shop, it needs to look spot on. I always take the cards I make and show the girls and David at the shop when we do our class on a Wednesday, and they always look better in real life than how they look on screen. Right, so I'm just going to pop this to one side for a second. We are going to bring in the little banner, which is from the... You're on your 8th card already. Wow. So this little banner is from the creative pack. And we're going to stamp a little sentiment in. So let's just find one that we know will fit. Oh, I look quite like that. Let's hope this fits. Be your amazing self. Oh, it does. It fits in just lovely. Be your amazing self. And I'm going to stamp this in the salty ocean, I think. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to stamp it in black. Actually, I've changed my mind again. I'm going to stamp it in brown, because we've got some brown in the sunflowers. Just finished cutting out. Oh, that's brilliant, Emma. Thank you. Hi, Susan. I forgot to say hello. Oh, bless you. So I'm stamping the sentiment in brown. It's just whatever that was. Fallen Leaves from the Versifying Clairs. I need to stand up to do this. Don't worry, I've got my pyjamas on. Be your amazing self. So just let that transfer for a second. Oh, I love that. You can see how rubbish my cutting is. That's why I told you last Monday when we released these, don't stress about the fussy cutting. Let the quality of the images do the talking. Put that back so I don't lose it. These are always on my desk now for some reason. I can't seem to put them away. They're the new rustic just saying sentiments. Right, so just whilst we wait for that, we'll put the pearls in our flowers, and I'm going to put lemon pearls in. And I'm not shaping the flowers. I'm gonna do a lozzie, and we're going to have flat flowers. Flat as in not shaped on the petals. So I've used just white cardstock for the flowers to break up the colour. And it also ties in the card blank and the white edges quite nicely. I love these. What are these called? Sunshine Shimmer. Sunshine Shimmer. It's been cold today. It was absolutely glorious yesterday. And I've had the heating on today. Flat flowers, yeah. It always reminds me of you, Lozzie. Do you know what, Chrissy? That I'm gonna have to remember that. Oh, that's brilliant. I'll need to remember that in case I ever am. Well, I never am, but if ever I am. Do you know what? I've just had an idea. I think once I've done the demo with each kit, we'll have a quick look at one of the new kits, just so we get we can relate it to what I've made the card with. So this little banner is going just underneath. It's not a banner, it's a tab. This little tab is going just underneath the edge of the lemon card at the top. So just under the edge. The heart is going on next. And I know I need to put glue gel on this. Well, it must be warm because that's nearly dry. So the heart is going to be the main focal point of this, but it just shows you how easy it is to put everything together. And I think, if I remember rightly, there are 4 or maybe more of this size heart in the kit or in the pack. So let's get this on. And I may or may not have squashed the stuck to the glue foam tape. I may or may not have squashed the heart. So let's just get that balanced. Remember the foam, we've got foam tape and glue gel on here. Yeah, just making sure that's right. Not that I'm fussy or anything. Yeah. I mean, look how pretty that looks already, just from a few little scraps. Yeah. Phill, have you backed the heart? No, Sue. I literally cut it from the pack and left a small white border. There's actually no need to back it onto white cardstock. Same as I've done here, look. It's just cut it with a little border. I need to just put glitter around this tab. I thought I'd done that. Just bear with me a second. I thought I'd already done this, but apparently not. Let me do it the quick way. You all know the quick way to put glitter on the edge of your card, don't you? Your paper. I'll just show you. On my other little mat, look. I've just got some glue on my mat. I'm just gonna dip it in. And when I say dip it in, I mean the tag. That's just the easiest way when you haven't got any foam tape or anything underneath it. So this is a really, really simple card to do, but the papers and the shapes that are in the creative pack are what make it such a pleasure to work with. It makes it really, really easy. I'm trying not to squash the glitter too much. So the little tag is going there. The sentiment banner is going next to it, just here. No, I don't like the NEC. I don't like the NEC as a show, no. We are doing, oh crikey, I can't even remember which one. But we are doing a new show this year, but I don't think I'm allowed to tell you yet. Oops. So there is a new show coming this year, but I don't think I'm allowed to tell you just yet. But all in due course. All in due course. Okay. So now let's get the flowers on. So I've got here the Fabulous Fronds from the Floral Finery collection. I'm just going to snip that into two fronds. I'm not going to put glitter on the foliage. The dragonflies, I don't think we've got any more of the dragonfly dies left. If we have, you will be very, very, very lucky. So if you like the dragonflies, well, I'm just going to say it. If we've got any, get them, because you're very lucky. So I'm doing a double layer one here. So I'm snipping off the antennae on the white one, which is going underneath. And we're just going to double this up. So I've got one cut from the papers in the two sizes. And I've left the antenna on those. And the reason I've done that is so that we get 4 wings. And also the white looks really lovely underneath the underneath the patterned papers. Oh, that's just very, very, very lovely. Really like this. So we've now created a little dimensional dragonfly look with white wings at the bottom. You're the boss. Yeah, but it's not my show, Sandra, so I don't think I can yet. I don't think I can say just yet. And I'm just going to do the same with the smaller one. These are the shabby dragonflies, just in case you're wondering. And I do know that we are single figures with them, because I looked to see if we'd got enough to put on TV. I mean, I should have known the answer, but I looked at our stock sheet to check. So let's just pop that on there. So we've now got 2 little 4-winged dragonflies. No glitter, but they are really rather lovely. Right, so the flowers are going on first. There are only 3 little flowers going on this card, which is just unheard of, I know. And the only reason I put these on is to introduce a little bit of white to the front of the card. The Loz's flat flowers. Loz's flat flowers. Oh, I should do a range called that, Lozzy. Loz's flat flowers. And then we'll just shape the foliage and tuck them underneath. Scandalous, Sandra says. Hang on, let me just put a bit more glue gel on there. Scandalous. Oh, I love that phrase. I'm going to use that all the time. Scandalous. Right, let me just tuck these underneath. Please don't fall off, glue gel. Now, before I start the next demo, remind me to clean my mat. Right, so let me just fix this. And then I've just got 3 more things to put on. And one is this little sunflower thing, little circle thing from the creative pack. And again, waste not, want not. It's a bit like a scrapbook layout. And then the next is the dragonflies. So remember I said to you right at the very beginning, this layout will work with any of the 3 creative packs. In fact, this layout will work with the original creative packs also. So if you've got any of the bits of the original creative packs still left, this layout will work with them as well. Oops, I've just battered that one, sorry. And then let me just mess with this, just bear with me 1 second. That's it, it's quite warm in my room. And then just one more job to do, a couple of little random lemon pit. In fact, I'm not going to do random. I need to have another one on, so let's have it there. And that is demo number 1 done. Details, it's all in the details. It's true what they say. Right, so that's demo number 1 done. Do you want to look at the sunflower pack, or do you want me to crack on and we look at them all at the end? Isn't that lovely? I'm just admiring it myself before I show you. There we go, let's do a little close-up. How easy was that to do? So we've still got plenty of dimension. The layout is fabulous, and obviously I've used the big heart there. Doesn't matter if you've got one of the shaped embellishments that comes in the creative packs. Doesn't matter whether you use another scrap of your papers in a square or an oval. Get your dies on them, die cut the scraps. I love that. So easy to do. I'm just going to put glitter over this because I can see I've squashed one of the flowers and I don't like seeing glue gel. I would much rather see glitter. That's better. So you can see now in the middle of the flowers where I squashed it, it's now got glitter on. So I'll crack on with the next demo and then we'll look at the creative packs towards the end. For anybody who hasn't got their creative packs yet, I cannot tell you how urgent it is that you get them ordered. Now what we've done for tonight is, because we know that it was a lot of money, it was a big bundle with the embossing folders, and if you've already bought the big bundle, you don't need to buy it again. So what we've done just for you is, and Karen will correct me if I'm wrong because I'm pretty sure she's had time to do it, but I might be wrong. We've created a bundle for you with just the papers and the creative packs. So there's a new bundle on there, everybody, with just the creative packs and the papers, the 8x8 coordinating papers. So you don't have to buy the embossing folders again. Karen, am I wrong? Thank you. I'm good. Well, I've got 2 more to do. Right, so here we go. Let's move on to demo number 2. So demo number 2 is with the vintage rust kit. I said I was going to do them in the order they are on my mat. And this is the demo number 2, which is the vintage rust. Which is, I've got to say, my favourite. As well as the sunflower, as well as the peony. Ah, all of them. I love them all. It's true. It's true. It probably would, Sandra. Cover a multitude of sins. Right, let's just get a quick drink before we start again. Yeah, the embossing folders are 8x8, yeah. And they are super thick. I just assume everybody saw them, but obviously we've got new people here that weren't here last Monday. I promise you I will show you everything at the end of the demo. Right, so now we are moving on to the vintage rust kit, which I absolutely love. Love this kit. Absolutely love it. No if, buts or maybes. It's stunning. And what we've got here is another A5 card. So I'm doing all A5 cards tonight. We've got a piece of craft cardstock. And then this paper here is actually, well, both of these bits here are scrap. Yeah. So these were scrap that were left over from another demo that I prepped for TV. And I thought, oh, I don't want to waste these. It's just too nice. So I'm going to show you another creative way to use scraps of your paper. So I'm not inking this. I'm going to ink some of it, but not these papers. So these were all longer than the piece of craft card. So I've just trimmed them and I've basically made a duo background look. Just created a duo background using scraps. And it's a little bit over halfway for the... I love these papers. Look how gorgeous this paper is. I love this colour. I wished I'd got a full pack of just this colour. I'm so tempted to do an A4 pack of these. So tempted. But I don't know whether we need it now. I might just do it for myself. So craft card is perfect for the vintage rust kit. And remember the vintage rust, I said I didn't want to specifically do steampunk per se. So we have some steampunk elements and we have some that are just cogs and gears, which are not specifically steampunk. I mean, can we just look at this paper? Can we just look at the dimension that I've created on this paper? It looks like you could pick these off, but it is just paper. Oh, Karen's gonna kill me then. Oh, she's just doing it. She's just doing it. Sorry, Mel. Sorry, Mel. I should have reminded you. Linda, she's just doing it. I think she forgot. Yes, to the A4 packs. What, just of the linen, Emma? Please do. Ah. Oh, you make my job so hard. But I want one, so I'm probably going to do it. Right. I might just do a rainbow selection in the textured paper. I'll add it to my list, my never-ending list of things to do. So now this other paper is going... Oh, it can go either way. No, let's have it that way. So I'm not worrying about the middle section not joining perfectly. You know why. Because we've got a border to cover it up. Look how fab that looks just on craft card. Then I've got a strip of craft card here just to cover the join. Again, this is making really good use of the papers that are in your creative packs. So I'm gonna go a little bit to this side. So I'm literally just covering the join. So it gives us an illusion that we've got more of the linen paper than we actually have. Just make sure that's straight. It will hurt my eyes if not. 3 more things to get. Yes, please, to the paper packs. It's your fault for being so fantastic. Oh, bless you, thank you. Please do a mixed pack of the A4. What, just in the linen? In the textured linen? I have used this design a few times, I've got to say. I think it was in the Rose Garden Creative Pack. But I do absolutely love it. Right, so we've now created our lovely background for this card. And this can go straight on. There will be no glitter on this card. Sorry, boys. Hey, where's Rob tonight? Is he working? If you're watching on catch up, hi, Rob. So let's pop this on. I'm standing on. I've been so busy. I can't wait for you to see what else is coming this year. I remember doing an interview for one of the magazines at the end of last year, saying how excited I was for 2025. There's just such a lot coming. I think you know what's coming next at the beginning of April. And I'm just going to say, stand by your beds. Stand by your beds for April, because it's going to be fast and furious. Right, so this piece of craft card here I've run through with the ornate circles embossing folder. It looks fab. This is the side it's supposed to be, so you've got the ornate circles, but I'm going to use the reverse, which is just as fabulous. Look how deep that is. And this is 300 GSM craft card, everybody. Look how gorgeous that is. In really, really thick cardstock. And I'm just going to run my brayer over this with some ground espresso. We are going to introduce some... Oh, I've just put my finger in there. We are going to introduce a little bit of ground espresso to some of the elements on this pack. So we're going to have squeaky demo time, brayer time, so forgive me. But I am doing it with it. Sorry, I need to oil it, I know. Oh, actually, I won't do it. I'll just drag it over. I'll just drag it over to be a bit... kinder to your ears. I do prefer doing this with the brayer, I've got to say. And that's my only negative for Distress ink pads, the fibres. So I'm just emphasising the raised areas, and just because we can, I'm going to show you the other side. I am using this side tonight, but I'm just going to show you the other side, because this looks fantastic when you just rub an ink pad over it. Apart from the fibres falling off, which do my head in. Can we just look at how fantastic this embossing folder is? That is just awesome. And I'm literally just rubbing the ink pad over it. Look at that. How gorgeous is that? And then flip it over. You've got two workable sides from all the embossing folders, which I just think is amazing. Sticking my fingers in the ink pad. I'm surprised I didn't say any words I shouldn't have done. Because I would have done if I was on my own. Right, so let's start layering this up. Remember, I'm using the debossed side of the embossing folder and not the embossed side. And I think when this card's put together, you're going to love the layout. And I think you're also going to think you can do it with the other packs. And that is exactly why I'm showing you these tonight. So a little bit of glue gel, again, not so much because of the height, although I am going to leave this naturally to find its position. I'm just going to squash it down a little bit. But I'm using this more for the wiggle time than anything else. Don't you just love a 2 for embossing folder? So I'm going to come a little bit further. Yeah, that's it. So I am not pushing this all the way down, but I am also not trying to keep it level. I'm just letting it find its place. This little tab is from your creative pack. I am going to ink the edge of this. So this is the first time with the demos that I've done with these packs. In fact, I'm going to show you this because it makes a huge difference. This is the first time with all the demos, even from when I was on TV. I didn't use inks on purpose. But let me just put this on a clean piece of card. Oh, can't see that because that's got a list on it. Let me just find a white piece of card. I want you to see the difference a little bit of ink makes to these toppers. So the top part, look, has been inked. Look at the depth you get, the shading. The bottom half hasn't. So do get your inks out on these. We shall see. The next embossing folders are already done. In fact, the rest of this year's embossing folders are already done. So you will have to wait and see. You will have to wait and see. You're gonna love everything I'm bringing you this year. So this is going down the bottom, just over the craft. Spot on. And then I've got all these lovely little embellishments here. Now if you haven't got the rust kit, when you get the vintage rust, you will see that we've got lots of different colorways again. And you've got some embellishments that have the steampunky style ships and the hot air balloons and the airships, and some that just feature the cogs and the compass and the timepieces. Now I've saved this gear just to show you how a quicker way of doing it. Now I know Ilona's done a fabulous video showing you how to do your fussy cutting, I do. I love everybody's ideas. Karen, just keep a note of them. So I've obviously cut these out in readiness, and the quickest way to do the gears, because you've got 4 sheets actually that have the gears on, and I've discovered the quickest way of doing this is just to cut them in a circle like so, and then you just need to go in. Look, it just makes the job a bit easier. Oops, I don't know where that went. Just makes it easier. I'm all for making the job easier. And I've told you, don't stress about white bits showing and rough edges. It really doesn't matter. There's just plenty of bits to pick up. I'm not patient when it comes to fussy cutting. However, the creative packs demand it, because they are just too good. So I've got all my extras here. I am going to ink all of these around the edge, and I am using ground espresso, which is my favourite dark brown, as you know. I also love scorched timber, but scorched timber has a greeny tint, whereas ground espresso is my favourite dark brown. And you'll notice it's very rare that I ink like that, because I only like a little bit on mine. I think it's a little bit classier. And I'm going to do the tabs as well. Phill, it would be nice to be able to get the paper pad and 8x8 as separate sets rather than have to have all 3. Are they not already on there as separates, Elaine? I thought that unless they've sold out, I'm sure they were on as of individuals. They may have gone already. Can't cut. You don't need to be able to cut a circle. It's a gear. So, oh, look at that. Makes a huge difference. It also covers up your dodgy edges. Ah, oh, so good. So I'm just going to do a few more bits, just on the edges. Is this colour palette not stunning? The craft with the turquoises and the rusty tones is just gorgeous. So just doing my edges. Do you know, I've got no idea what time it is. Look at this little tab with the little airship on. It's teeny, it's not as big as my, well, it's bigger than my little fingernail, but not my thumb. And everything has its place. Everything was designed. You know how my brain works by now. Everything has its place and everything will be used. I'm just finished with the last few cogs. And you saw how I used the glossy accents on some of the cogs on my demos on TV. So my top tip would be to either do the glossy accents while they're still in situ on the A4 sheet, or to use our clear embossing powder. Let me just stamp the sentiment just to give that ink a second to dry in. So the sentiment is going on here. Well, we don't want new baby, do we? Oh, that's quite nice, and it ties in with the travel theme. It's almost like I knew. Sending love your way. We'll have that, thank you. And I'll just use the ground espresso for this. Sending love your way. Look at how lovely is that. I'd be surprised if they haven't sold out. And I know that, I told you, when I looked at the stock sheet, I know it was single figures. I don't know whether there are any hanging up in the shop. So you're welcome to try phoning the shop after noon tomorrow, or send Karen a message. She'll love me for that. She'll love me for sending you up to the shop. Right, now let's start assembling this marvellous card. In fact, let me get a drink. Draw breath, Phil. Stop talking and draw breath. What ink pads have you got, Jan? If you're going for distress inks, Jan, oxides. Always oxides now. I'm laughing at what Audrey's put on YouTube. She's put, it would take more than ink to cover up my dodgy edges. Oh, bless you. Put some glitter on. Right, so here we go. Let's start the assembly. Oops. That's how warm it is in my room. The glue gel's melting. This is that dodgy one though. I'm trying to get rid of it. I'm almost at the end of the tube, finally. So this again is just one of the toppers. If you look at the elements that I've used on this card, it's just a couple of smaller elements and one topper. So I'm going to take this off the page there. So there is dimension on this card, but it's all relatively flat. And I've got this teeny tiny scrap of the, in fact, oops, this is the bit that I chopped off the height of this teal linen. And I thought, I'm not wasting that. So it's going on my card. It's just too nice. I know that's a bit sad, isn't it, when I'm trying not to waste a little bit of paper. But the colour's just too gorgeous. I'm going to tuck this underneath here. Just underneath there. The tags are got the little, what do you call these? Little flag things are going up the top. Oh, thanks, Saz. Just a quick reminder, everybody. I've had a little chat with Saz, and Saz is going to start doing a live for you just about every Tuesday evening. So Saz will be on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. We haven't found a way to get her on YouTube yet, but I'll have a look at that. Oh, crikey, I'm not going to have time tomorrow either, am I? Because I'm not at home. So Saz is now going to be live for you every Tuesday evening, or as many Tuesday evenings as she can, starting from tomorrow. So tomorrow night, 7 p.m, Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. I can't promise you the YouTube channel yet until we've had a chance to fix it. So I'm just putting the little tabs at the top. So you've now got to put it with me and Saz every week. So I'm just building this up. This glue gel's getting on my nerves now. So I'm just standing up to do this to make sure I get it in the right position. Yeah, that's the right height. I know I'm faffing, but I want it to be right. Oops, I've just squashed that down. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Then we've got this little compass thing here. So I'll do you a flyer in the morning, Saz, before I take the car to the garage. And I'm just going to tuck this underneath here. I'll just bring that across a little bit more. I'm trying to remember the layout I had. I told you these were easy to work with. I'm literally just positioning things. I've got this little tab here. Which is going underneath. It's like a little bull clip, like a little folder tab. Do as you're told. That's it. Thank you very much. I've lost that little... Oh, it's there. And then we've just got a couple of gears to put on. And then that is demo number 2 done. So we're now going to embellish the topper. And I wanted one for up here. Oh, not that one. Forgive me. One of them's got a little airship on, little boat. So this gear look has got the same boat on that is on the topper. I told you when I first showed you this last week, who says men's cars have to be football, golf and cricket and all that? They absolutely don't. I love this. And then I've just got one little tab to put on. The glue gel's melting. And this has also got, I don't know whether you can see this because it's teeny tiny. This has got an airship, the end of an airship on it. I'm just going to tuck that there. And then I've got one more job to do. And then this is demo number 2 done. I told you they were easy. Just bear with me while I find the right. And of course the box I want is at the bottom. Oh, there they are. And we're just going to pop on a few pewter pearls. Just a couple. So just a couple. And pewter is obviously a grey colour, but it will pick out some of the colours within the creative pack itself. I think no, I need to put another one on. Can't stop myself, I know. But it's all in the details. And there we go, demo number 2 is complete. And then we've got one more to do with the Peony kit. So demo number 2. So a relatively flat card look, still an A5, and still absolutely fabulous. I love these colours. I love this kit. Glittery ring. You've not seen my glittery ring for ages, have you? How fabulous is this card? So easy to do. The images and everything are just pure class. And Sending Love Your Way ties in really nicely with the travel-y theme going on here. Right, so that's demo number 2 done. We will now move on to... I can't believe I've done 2 demos and it's only 8:15. I think we might even be done early. Mind you, I've got to show you everything still. Right, so now we are moving on to the Peony kit. And this is actually the quickest demo. So, here we go. We are doing an A5 card again, but this time we are doing it in landscape. So we're doing a landscape A5 card. Oh, just bear with me a second, everybody. I've got glue gel all over here. I don't know where that's come from. Is it off me? I won't swear, not in public. It's a good job this is getting stuck to the card, isn't it? So I've got the A5 landscape card. We have Olive Grove cardstock, pure white cardstock, and these are just going straight on. I'm going to put these straight onto the card because I've got glue gel on the back of this. So let me put it on and then it's done. But this time we're doing landscape and we are using just a tiny strip of one of the embossing folders, and it just shows you that you don't actually need to have a full layer, a full piece of the embossed card. Oh, is that where it's from, Chrissy? Well, that's eased my mind because I thought I was losing my marbles. So no ink on this. This is just going to be pure prettiness and super, super easy. Now the whole thing that I'm using is from the Peony Whisper kit creative pack. But this is from the pack. But all the embellishments that I've used are one of the papers. So the butterflies and the flowers are cut from one of the sheets of paper. That is the only thing that I've used from the creative pack, the little banner, which I just think is really rather marvellous. And I've used a combination tonight. For the first time, I've used the Charm 2 dies. Now I'm going to chop this up, believe it or not. I know it's shocking. I'm going to chop that up. So I'm going to stick this on and then chop it up. Oh, thank you, Jean. Oh, it absolutely will, Christine. I think the creative packs are proper mojo boosters, because once you've gone through them and you've gone ooh ah a lot, you'll see just how easy they are to work with. So I'm just making sure that I've got an oval at the top and at the bottom, because this is going to get chopped in 3/4 in a minute. Yeah, that's about right. And you're going to hear me chop this with my guillotine, with my big chopper. Here we go. Just make sure this is straight-ish. just trying to line this up a little bit. What a shame. What a shame it's been chopped up. Right, so the papers I've got here are also from the creative pack. So this one here, oh, I can't show you, it's in there. Oh, it's here. So these parts here are from one of the papers in the creative pack. And if you remember, for the first time, I made your main paper 8x8. And then I put an extra piece at the bottom for us to die cut from. And that's where this is from. So this is actually all from the one sheet, which I just think is exceptional. This is what happens when a crafter designs for you, because I know what we need and I know how we're going to use things, and it just makes perfect sense. It just made perfect sense. So I've got a little strip here with the Daisy embossing folder. This is the Daisy Cascade, just in plain white cardstock. And all I've done is I've made sure when I cut this that we've got the little swirly things in the center of it. And this is just going at the bottom. So I'm only using a small section of this embossing folder. You can actually feel how deep it is. I do know that these embossing folders are really, really thick. So all I can say to you is Saz is going to post the recommended plates tomorrow. However, just remember, everybody's machine is different. So you will need to work out for yourself which gives you the best results. So I've just got a little bit of the embossing folder on the bottom, look. No, I've not decapitated any butterflies yet. Not yet. Oh, thanks, Angie. So now we've got this topper here, and I'm going to put this on with foam tape rather than glue gel. So I obviously popped this on a circle and chopped off the circle, because let me just make sure I've gone high enough. Yes, I have. I'm just making sure before I stick it on. So this is a nice way to create an A5 card that still looks, well, really lovely. I don't very often do A5s, as you know, unless it's one of our top fold cards. I prefer A5s when you've got a fold at the top rather than the traditional way. So this is a bit of a challenge for me to do a regular A5 card, but you know me, I can do it. I just need to apply myself. So we are going on with foam tape, but obviously we've got that 3D embossing folder section at the bottom. So I also know I need to add a little bit of you know what, glue gel. Oh, we're nearly at the end of this tube. I'm so happy. So just a reminder, well, I'll do it at the end. I'll do it now as well. Just a reminder, and I'm sorry I sound like a broken record, but I know what's going to happen. These kits have got a lot in them, but you by the time you've used them up, you're definitely not going to be able to get any more. So if you want to top up on your favourites, I would urge you to do it now. And Karen has now put the deal on for you with just the doodads. Hang on, I'm trying to ignore the bottom because I've not cut it straight. Story of my life. Squash that down a bit. I'm trying to look at the script at the side. Avert your eyes to that dodgy cutting at the bottom. Yeah. So let's just pop that over there for a moment. And then we've got the paper here. So this is, remember, from the creative pack also. And these are not papers, remember, this is cardstock. So the contents in the creative pack is silk card. And then the 8x8 papers themselves are 8x8 papers. They are 170. But the creative pack is 250 GSM on silk card. It's a really good way to use your scraps again. Oops, I've just chopped a bit of the green card off. Sorry. Did you put it through once? Didn't know you sold doodles. I should do, shouldn't I? I've struggled with my machines. I've got the Big Shot Plus. You've got the Big Shot Plus and the Gemini. Jackie, let me show you what I've used. Oh, I can't remember. My Raspberry plates in the car. So on my Big Shot Plus, I've used the platform, and then I've had the embossing folder with the card inside it. Then I've had 2 sheets of paper, the Raspberry plate from Spellbinders that I've had about 20 years, and then the plastic shim from the Gemini. I'm sure everybody will have different setups because everybody's machine is different. Right, so let's just pop this on here. This is going on there. Yeah, it is good practice to spritz your card with water. I must admit I haven't. So I'm just glue gelling this. I'm going to get rid of this now and get a new tube. Whoop, whoop. I am so pleased that tube of glue gel is done. And we're now on a proper new tube. Oh, I can't get it out. Well, that's not very good, is it, look? That's a brand new tube. Well, you know where that's going. I'm going to text Christine and tell her. Hang on. I'm not happy about that, Auntie Christine. A brand new tube that I can't use. Oh my word. I think glue gel's got it in for me today. Hang on a minute. That's the old one. Third time lucky. Third time lucky. Yes, thank you. I'm not impressed with a brand new tube not working, I'll tell you. Right, so obviously it needs to be higher at the ends because it's going lower than the little embellishment. Put your pokey tool in, it's probably just set in the cap shape. No, I'm not messing about like that. I'm going to text Christine and tell her to send me some new ones. It's one of the perks of knowing people. Right, so let's just get this on. So clearly now I'm going to cover the bottom of that circle, and just make sure this is edge to edge with the green card and it is straight. So just bear with me while I just get this in the right position. It's not a big deal to me. I go through about 5 tubes of glue gel a week normally. Wasn't that pretty, just with a little bit of daisy sticking out at the bottom? So pop that over there. It is straight. We've got the little banner here for the sentiment again. We can have it either way, which is a bonus. The advice is wiggle it, Phil. Oh, right, so just in case anybody's not seen these before, these are the Just Saying Rustic. These are the new ones. Oh, I like that. Wishing you happiness every day. That will do nicely. And I am going to use brown again, because it does have brown in the papers. Wishing you happiness every day. The text and the shading in the Peony Whispers creative pack is brown tones. It's not black. Wishing you happiness every day. Oh, that looks so good. This is why I didn't include sentiments in the packs. I gave you the banners to stamp your own, and then you're not restricted then by the choices that I've made. It's up to you which sentiment you use then, which I think just makes more sense. Right, the flowers. Now I do need to shape this flower, so bear with me while I find my mat. This one will do, because I think the big one is in the... Yes, it is. This one will do. I am shaping the flowers this time. And these are cut from the same paper that was in the... that I've used for the actual topper and for the banner across the bottom. So this time I am shaping, and I'm just doing the edges of the petals. This is another one of the advantages of the quality that's in the creative packs, and that you can do this. You can have a lot of fun shaping them because it's cardstock and it's a little bit heavier. Now I'm creating one big flower for this and then 2 tiny ones for the side. I do shoplift in my own shop. They love it when I visit. Quite often the shelves are a little bit lighter when I've been to the shop. Right, we are nearly done. We are cracking on very nicely. So let's just get this flower layered on. I will do a quick recap and show you the new mirror card at the end, and I'll quickly show you the creative packs, but I'm not going to go through them fully, because if you haven't seen them, you can watch the video on YouTube from last week, which shows you in more detail. Porcelain white pearls for this, I think. Just plain white. There's something to be said for white on white. It always looks elegant. I'm going to try and shove a big pearl in this flower. And then small ones in this one. And I'm sorry, Sue. I know Sue's probably screaming, use your pickup tool. Okay, Okay, so that's my flowers done. There are only 3 little dinky flowers. No, that's a lie. There's 1 huge flower and 2 little dinky ones going on. So I'm going to pop the flowers on first. Yeah, I'm just making sure that's straight. So I'm putting the big flower on first. And for anybody who's watching for the first time, I always put the flowers on first and then tuck the foliage in underneath afterwards. The banner's going on next. Now I've just realised I haven't put any glitter on this, but look how pretty it looks. And it's too late to go backtracking now. So I'm just tucking that underneath. Wishing you happiness every day. So because I haven't glittered the card, we will glitter the foliage. So I've cut the same Fantastic Fronds, and again, apologies. Fantastic Fronds is another one that's nearly all gone. Well, they're nearly all gone, the Floral Finery dies. So I'm separating them. I've done 1 in Olive Grove and 1 in Pure White. I'm going to glitter both of them because I have neglected to glitter the card base. Shame on me. So we will introduce the glitter on the foliage. You don't have to. I know some people don't. Some people don't actually like glitter. I like a bit of sparkle, especially on pretty cards like this. But it's not essential, it's a personal preference thing. So I am glittering the Olive Grove as well, which clearly the glue needs to dry so that it's clear. But we will get this on anyway. I can see that the new mirror card's been popular, everybody, so thank you. So this layout will work with any of the kits, don't forget. So any of the creative packs, all 3 of these layouts will work with them all. So the butterflies, I've got 2 shabby butterflies, and you know what I'm going to tell you, the same as the shabby dragonflies, almost all gone. So shabby butterflies on this card. I'm going to start being strict with myself with reordering. So these have been reordered a few times, so we are now at the last of it. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on these. I think the butterflies insist on it. Just put a little bit on the tips of the wings. I promise you as well, we sell out of everything really quickly, but I do order enough. We're just very blessed with fabulous customers. Right, so let's start putting this together. So the little small flowers are going on next, and you'll notice I've used 1 3-petal and 1 4-petal just to change it up. Just a little bit of glue gel. I promise you I'll read all the comments properly later when I'm sat with a coffee. And then the foliage, I'm going to put the green Olive Grove foliage on first. and then tuck in the white. This is not dry yet, so forgive me. I've just got to try and keep my fingers clean. So the green foliage on first. Don't you just hate it when you've got a lovely white card and you see a little mark on it? And then the white one can go the opposite direction. Does anybody else talk to themselves when they're crafting as well? Because I do. I mean, I'm talking to you now, but I do actually talk to myself the same. So the white one is going here. And then the little duos. Oops. I told you it was easy to make fabulous cards with these creative pikes. That's why I spent such a long time putting them together. It's just fun for us then without all the stress. I've just squashed this poor thing. I thought we'd done well. Now I've battered the pearl. Oh dear. So funny. So I'm just making sure everything's level. This is the advantage and disadvantage of glue gel, is that it does allow me the freedom to put things where I want them, but you also need to make sure before it sets that everything is where you want it as well. And then we've just got two little butterflies to put on. Well, one big one and one little one. So the big one is going down at the bottom for balance. And the little one is going at the top. And how easy was this card to do, but how pretty does it look? So I'm just going to put that at the side of that foliage. Remember as well, everybody, don't ever show me a card with a butterfly flying down, because it's not right. And then I'm just going to put a couple of random white pearls on here. Just a couple, because, well, it's the law. So 1, 2, 3. That'll do. Details, finishing touches. And I've got to say, although I forgot to put the glitter on the base layer of this card, I think that's actually made it a really balanced card, because we've got the glitter on the foliage. So I'm just going to titivate. Just bear with me 1 second, because I can see this flower has moved. There we go. I'm happy with that. And there we go. So another A5 card, proper card, clean and simple-ish, but super easy to do. So we've got the dimension on there. It's not too bad, so you could probably get this in an envelope. But everything on here, apart from the green card and the embossing folder, and obviously the dies, is from your creative packs. So I'm going to quickly just clear my desk. I'm quickly just going to clear my desk, and then I'm going to super quickly show you the new mirror card again, because I can see it's been really popular. I'll put all 3 cards next to each other, and this is why these new creative packs have been so popular. Look at the 3 different looks that we've got. Yeah. Oh, I've got no room at the end. 3 different looks, but every one of those would work with whichever kit you were using. So if you were using, for example, if you did this layout with the Peony Whispers pack, it would work. If you did this layout with the Vintage Rust kit, it would work, and so on and so forth. Everything is just so fabulous. And I know I'm biased because I designed them, but it's 100% true. Look. How gorgeous are these? Quick and easy. Quick and easy. Right, I'm going to quickly show you, if I can get out of my chair, the new mirror card. So I'll quickly show you the new mirror card. So we've got the rose gold. Oh, I'm sorry for dazzling you all. We've got the rose gold. I'm trying to avoid the light. There we go. The rose gold and the black. And this is how they look embossed. So this is with the new embossing folders. They are available now on the website. We've had it for a few weeks in the warehouse. I've just not had time to show you it all and release it. So that is the new rose gold and black mirror card. I'm going to quickly jump through the creative packs. These are my 3rd sets. So this is my 3rd set because I'm the same as you. I've panicked and I've made sure I've got enough to last me. And I know I can print them myself because I've designed them, but it's not the same as this kind of quality. So just to reiterate, if you have got your creative packs and you want a top up, we've now put the bundle on without the embossing folders, so you can just get the 3 creative packs. They are all obviously available individually. The creative pack bundle does give you a discount, or more of a discount. So I'm not going through these, but I'm just going to show everybody who may have not seen them. So this is the Peony Whisper creative pack. So you've got 24 A4 sheets in there, 7 topper sheets and 5 backgrounds times 2. And then you've got the coordinating 8x8 paper pack, which has got the textured paper in. So that is the Peony Whisper. The Sunflower Secrets is the next one. So same format, 7 topper sheets, 5 backgrounds times 2, and then the 8x8 paper pack that coordinates with the whole thing. And then the Vintage Rust, which I absolutely love. I've actually got 4 of these. So this is the Vintage Rust. Absolutely rammed. And again with the 8x8 coordinating paper pack. Yeah. So they are your 3 creative packs and 8x8 coordinating papers. So go and get yourself topped up before they've all gone. I know for a fact they are not going to last. So I've warned you. Anyway, so I hope you've enjoyed that. I'm just going to do a couple of little reminders. So for anybody who is new to us, welcome. I'm glad you've survived. You can join our Facebook group by searching for Crafting with Phill Martin and Sentimentally Yours. Do bear in mind that you have to fill in the questions when you ask to join our group. Otherwise, the system will automatically decline your request. Yeah. And you can watch Saz. Saz will be live for us on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I can't promise whether we will be on YouTube at the same time because I can't find how to let a third party access my software just yet. And let's do the socials. So Facebook is, please make sure you've liked and followed the page, Sentimentally Yours. And the shops page, which is Honeypot Crafts. And my own page, which is Phill Crafty Martin. You can always find me in the kitchen at parties. No, I'm kidding. On TikTok. I'm delirious. On TikTok, Phill M. Martin. Well, it's X now, but they've not updated the logo on this software yet. So Phill M. Martin. YouTube, I'm going to be more and more airing towards YouTube. So you really do, now is the time to get subscribed to the YouTube channel, everybody. Facebook, as we know, is heading in strange direction. And more is going to be on YouTube. So please do get subscribed. It's free. And then once you're there, you are there. The embossing folders, I'll quickly show you before we go. I've got mine here, so I can just show you them quickly before I go. Okay. Are you about the same age as me, Emma? Can you remember that song? So we've got the intricate circles, ornate circles, sorry. The Daisy Cascade and the Beaded Heart Lattice 3D embossing folder. Now, I said I was going to do a giveaway, but I'm not quite sure what to give away. I know what we'll give away. We'll do a pack of the mirror card. So, somebody on YouTube will get the rose gold and somebody on Facebook will get the black. So, for anybody who's not done this before, yeah, there is a song. If your name is chosen, just at random, you need to send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address, and just a reminder that you've won a pack of the mirror card. It does, Jenny. It's true. Let me put them back on because I'm talking to you and you can't see anything that I've made. There we go. So over to YouTube. So good luck everybody on YouTube. Private message, Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address. The 8x8 papers do, Chrissy. Right, so here we go. So YouTube is a pack of the rose gold embossing mirror card. So good luck everybody. And my mouse has landed on Linda Alexander. So Linda Alexander on YouTube, congratulations, you've won yourself a pack of my rose gold mirror card. If you sent a private message, Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, just your name and address and a reminder of what you've won, and we will get that posted off to you as soon as possible. So everybody on YouTube, thank you very much for putting up with me for 2 hours, but at least we got 3 cards made. And maybe Saz will be live tomorrow at 7, but I can't promise. But she will be on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page. So welcome to all the new people who have joined us. I hope you've managed to survive the madness. And just to put this into some context for you, normally I only do 1 card in 2 hours. So thank you everybody on YouTube. I will see you next Monday. If you are in our Facebook group, I will be live on Thursday evening, only in the Facebook group, for our happy hour deal. So thanks everybody on the tube. Right, over to Facebook. Oh dear. Right, so I'm just scrolling up to the top of the comments. Good luck everybody on Facebook. Scrolling, scroll. And my mouse has landed on Jean Harrison. So congratulations, Jean. You've won yourself a pack of the black mirror card. So same drill as for YouTube, private message, name and address, and just a little reminder of what you've won. So thank you very much, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that. I've got to say I have. I mean, when do I ever make three A5 cards? But look how gorgeous they look. How fab is that? All from the creative packs as well. Anyway, I will endeavour to take proper photos of these. It won't be tomorrow because my car's been serviced. So no doubt I'll be sat in the Audi garage for hours. But I will see you in our Facebook group on Thursday evening for a new happy hour live deal and demo thing. So thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.